Good morning and welcome again to the Yorkshire Business Journal. Today we have Tom Maxwell, CEO of Twisted North America. Good morning, Tom.
Good morning. How are you?
Fine, thank you very much. Well, it's been a while now. So we last interviewed Tom in November 2020, if I remember correctly. So we're coming at it with a new angle because there are quite a few updates. First of all, congratulations on winning the Young Director of the Year award at the 2021 Institute of Directors. So it's an amazing result. So what does it mean to you?
Thanks. Yeah, it means, I suppose, quite a lot. I think when you do this sort of thing, you're kind of judged by a number of things. The very last thing you think of actually is awards. Normally think of sort of profitability and staff happiness and those sorts of things. So it came as a little bit of a shock, but it was very, very nice, very well received. And I think it's as much a reflection on the rest of the youth in my team as me. Certainly Ryan, who's my technical director. He's also, quite young for the role that he's in and does an amazing job. And people like Ellie and Alex who are in my wider team. Ellie especially is my PA as well as our sales administration. I don't think I would, my life wouldn't run without her. So I accepted it not only on behalf of myself, but on behalf of the other young members of my team.
I think it's, well, first of all, yes, congratulations. Whether it was a shock or not a shock, it was a good shock.
It was definitely a good shock, yeah.
And I think what you just said as well is quite important. It's be surrounded by people that are reliable, trustworthy, always helps a lot.
That's it, exactly that. I think you need people that you can trust, and I think you also need people that can challenge you. And certainly, I'm lucky enough to have people in the organisation that are able to add, as well as take direction, give it and give feedback. So it's been a good year from that respect.
Great. So just on the last point you said about the last year. So we last spoke in 2020, as we said before. So what has changed in this last year? Can you give us an update, please?
Yeah, I suppose a hell of a lot. I mean, we went through third lockdown of COVID, obviously, earlier this year. So that was kind of interesting. Sort of 4 or 5 months ago, I made the decision to move into a new facility in America. So that's been kind of the main focus of the back end of this year, really, has been picking up everything that we had in Virginia and moving over to New Jersey on the East Coast. We're in a much larger facility now. And that's really due to try and keep up with the client orders. We've been very fortunate to have continued interest in the product. And, whilst we enjoyed being in Virginia, we just couldn't scale the business quickly enough there. We weren't able to add the staff to the roster that we needed. And so we had to pick everything up and move it into this new facility, which is 100,000 square foot and has state-of-the-art paint facilities and ramps and all good stuff. So that's been the biggest change for us this year, I would say.
Fantastic. So, and what are the future plans to further expand the company?
Well, I think the main focus for me in the next year is about getting vehicles, out, getting wheels on the road and bums in seats. In terms of kind of overall expansion plans, we're kind of in the midst of our third round of funding now. So once we've kind of completed that, I do want to open some more showrooms. It's something that we've been in discussions around for a while. Obviously, when COVID continued, and well, of course it does continue, it sometimes throws plans, especially when it's to do with physical premises, into a bit of turbulence. But really next year I'd like to get a showroom open in California and a showroom open down in Miami, as well as one up in Canada, probably in Toronto. So in terms of American expansion, that's the main focus is physical premises, and getting product in that. So getting inventory vehicles to be driven and for people to buy off the lot, as opposed to ordering something custom and having to wait the lead time, which is now about a year where last time we spoke, I think we were still at sort of 6 or 7 months.
Yes.
And that's just due to the growing order book, which we're very lucky for. So yeah, get cars built and get cars in showrooms. That's the future.
Well, getting absolutely. I completely. I think we're on the same wavelength. Expansion is always good. Showrooms. It's a good marketing tool, especially for cars and especially your end of cars. And just, I was recently on the website, and I've also noticed there is a marine section.
Yeah, so the UK team have been working on a marine offering. I'm absolutely not the best person to talk to about it. I didn't develop it, but Charles Fawcett, Twisted UK, has, and so far it's been well received. They built a prototype. Twisted, I think it's based on a rib platform, and it's very much the same kind of approach that we take to the Defender. So it's a boat that's got some real kind of history and is well known in the industry, that's then been twisted. It's had its interior features and other performance options done on it, but we may be offering those in the North American market next year, as well as my Middle Eastern markets, but for me personally, for my business, we remain focused on Defender and building and also the electrification of them.
Diversification always helps, which is good on you and to you and to your entire team. Look, Tom, it has been a pleasure to interview you again after a year. Maybe we could potentially reconnect next year and see and hear more about this new update. So
I'd love to.
Thank you very much, and have a lovely weekend.
All right, speak to you later, mate. Cheers now.
Thank you.